Well, we was able to get it over here in somewhat one piece.
Well, if y'all watched our last episode, y'all saw that we had a lot of issues moving this chicken coop.
Well, I wouldn't call it a lot. Maybe frequent issues is the better terminology.
I think that would be a synonym of a lot.
But at the end of the day, we set out to move it from point A and get it to point B. And that's exactly what we did. Now, did it slip off of the ultimate Hootis a time or two and fall in the road? Really good possibility. Did we stop traffic like we predicted in the middle of the public road? 1,000% on that one.
But was anything hurt in moving this over here?
I don't think so.
Maybe just our pride a little bit on the ultimate Hootis, but besides that, like Jim said, we did finally make it over here, y'all. Jim, when somebody said the same idea that I did, where you should have just got some reins and put it on our horse and sat on the top of here and let him pull it. That would have been perfect.
Oh yeah, the Amish do that all the time. I think they have a little different skill set than we do though. They would know what they were doing in that situation.
Now, like Jim said, we were having some major issues on the road. So sadly, the important thing was to try to get this Hootis off the road rather than filming. So just know that what y'all saw, those small little clips at the end of the last video, is what happened approximately 47 times on the main road.
Where we stopped at was pretty close to the exact place where we wanted it. We're going to move it a little further to the north, 4 or 5 feet, and then we're going to have to unload it off the ultimate Hootis. But it's pretty well balanced on there now.
Of course, now that it's where it needs to be.
Now that it's not going to go anywhere, it's going to act like we wanted it to do to begin with. But that's going to be our first step, is to get it in place, push it that 4 or 5 feet, get it on the top of this little ridge right here, and get it off of this ultimate Hootis and get to work.
We think that the Hootis is more on this north end than the south end. So we're gonna start stacking our blocks not too high on this south end. That way, whenever Jim pulls up on the chicken coop, it's gonna bring them down. They're gonna sit on these 2 blocks, and then I'll be able to get the buggy and pull the ultimate Hootis out of there. I don't think we need this anymore. I don't think it's really doing a whole lot right now.
What'd you say?
Okay, maybe it was doing more than I thought.
Oh, man, it's a good thing we had them blocks under there. I'm telling you, them ratchet straps are the ticket.
Just throw them away.
Holy smokes.
Hey, listen, I just was doing that so that we wouldn't have to use the tractor.
Crisis averted. Wait, I guarantee you the camera's not on, is it?
I think shockingly it is.
Nothing like that ever happens with the cameras on.
I'm going to go get the camera so you can show them a close-up of this that you have going on. Hang on.
So this, ladies and gentlemen, shows you, without saying a word, sometimes a picture's worth 1,000 words. This once was a long strap. Over the course of 2 miles, we went through, I think 4 of these are completely totaled out, cannot be used. This is one of the last ones that we had, and you can see the hook's missing, it was broke off, parts and pieces, and it's a lot shorter. And just let your imagination go wild how this trip went.
I truly didn't think that this right here, Jim Wayne, would be holding that much weight. They're only rated 500 pounds. What do you think that thing weighs? It's got to be over 500 pounds then if it was breaking them.
Oh yeah, there's no telling how much weight those things sink. But I'm telling you, they're pretty solid. I mean, you can get a whole pack of them things for, I mean, next to nothing.
I hope so.
Well, now that Lydia's got us a head start getting the building setting on the blocks, now I have to get on the tractor and pick up this end of the building enough to where we can roll the ultimate Hootis out and get it drug out of the way.
I think we broke the door in the moving process. Oh! It will. There's that. Let me smurf my way through this little hole.
Use brute force. I mean, when nothing else works, the whole wall moved. Did you used to work for the SWAT team or something?
Something like that. All right. Gus has been dying to get in there, so let Gus get in there.
Come on, Gus. Come on, look.
Y'all, Gus is like a cat whenever it comes to rats. And that rat that we found the other day, he's been smelling it ever since we got here, so.
Mm-hmm. Did you find him, boy?
He's already escaped.
Little too late there, buddy.
All right. Well, now that we got it set down, we got to start working on getting this mess cleaned up.
It's really not too bad. There's a lot of little junk in here that's got to go, but it's really not bad at all. I should have drove it a little faster over here and it'd been even less. I was really hoping that these nest boxes was going to be solid and we could save them, but they're pretty rotten.
We got everything moved out of here, the floor decently cleaned enough, and now we're just really trying to assess what kind of damages we're gonna have to replace, what our material list is gonna look like, and kind of where we're gonna go from there.
So overall, the front wall and the two side walls are pretty good. Some of these rafters are gonna have to be replaced. It's not many of them anyway, thank goodness. This back wall, most of this stuff is gonna have to be replaced. I shouldn't say the whole thing's gonna have to be replaced, but the studs in the back wall are gonna have to be replaced. And the reason for that is this pitiful excuse for a roof that was on here. It's just old and metal had got blown apart and the water was pouring straight down in on this back wall. That's where most of the water damage is.
Hi. What you got for sale? Eggs? How much does one cost?
$2.
Okay. Well, quickly the other day we realized that those few studs that we were going to replace turned into all the studs that we were going to replace. We quickly realized that there was just a lot more water damage than we thought, and it just would have been actually quicker to rebuild the whole wall than try to work around some of the studs that were already rotted out there that we probably could have left, but it just would have made more sense to replace them.
And to everyone that reached out and said, hey, know what's wrong with your nail gun? I really appreciate all the comments. Y'all bailed me out once again. Let me show y'all this mystery. Now, in my defense, there was not a booklet in the case. So I charged the battery and I put the battery in thinking I was good to go. That's not the case. There's tons of y'all out there said, hey, you got to click it in one more time. So I got to looking. Now she's ready to go. Now, I don't know if you've ever used one of these nail guns or not. This is a first timer for me, but I really, really like it. It's a little loud, but it's really convenient. Now, I did read a lot of comments saying, why didn't you just get an electric one? Just a straight battery instead of the one that takes the propellant. Well, the truth is I didn't know such a creature existed, but thank you for telling me. Just a scotch too late. Maybe for Christmas in 2027, I'll get one like that. But this one seems to do pretty good. I mean, so far, I've got no complaints with it at all. Definitely going to be looking into the one that just runs off a battery, though. Just because this is only a chicken coop doesn't mean that we're not going to be doing things the right way. Which brings us to today's sponsor, Fantic. Fantic was nice enough to send us these two laser levels. We have the D16 Apex and the D2. Now, both of these units come equipped with OSRAM green laser technology. They have enhanced brightness and exceptional precision at 1/8 of an inch up to 30 feet. Both of these lasers are fully encased with TPE rubber, offering excellent drop protection. But for today's project, we're going to be using the D16 Apex. The D16 Apex offers up 5,200 milliamp hours for 20 hours of service. But I think if it takes me 20 hours to lay these nest boxes out, Lydia is surely going to fire me. The D16 Apex has LED smart display that precisely shows you the remaining battery life and operational status. From pulse mode to laser line activation, this device keeps you informed at a glance, ensuring that you have full control over your project with ease and accuracy. Fantic has offered us the biggest Prime Day discount ever. Click on the links in our description, select the Amazon coupon, and use our code at checkout. You can save $53 for the D16 Apex or get the D2 laser level for only $29 after our coupon. Now, this deal is only for a limited time, so if you'd like to add one of these to your toolbox, better make it fast. So that's all the wall that we have to replace. The other ones are in pretty good shape. The floor's in good shape. We might have to add a block in here and there just to stiffen something up, but the rest of the bones are pretty good. We don't want to make the same mistake. We got to get this roof off, get it replaced. That way we can protect what we've already built and put in there. Seems kind of backwards, but we wanted a good backbone to attach to the new roof too. I really like the way this thing looks. I like the way whoever built it designed it. I mean, in my opinion, I think we should put it back just like it looks except with new metal. What do you think?
I love it. Some of y'all are going to be sad and some of y'all are going to be agreeing with me, but I think more of y'all are going to be sad to find out that I had to do it. The duct tape just wasn't cutting it anymore, Jim Wayne. Just wasn't doing it. I don't really know why these wore out. my other ones wore out so bad because the bottoms look exactly like this. So beats me, but I might try to fix the other ones. And I know some of y'all had actually commented a few different ways and products I can use, like some type of metal, or not metal, like some type of rubber that I could use that I could actually melt into those little grooves to fix it. And I do think I am going to try that. So if y'all want to see that, let me know and I'll video it whenever I go to do it on the mother shoes, but how to do it. New boot goofing, y'all. She's like, I've been waiting all day for y'all to do that, so I have a little perch.
She's so wild.
Hey, Jim Wayne, that's what you look like whenever you get up there.
I bet I do. I probably look like an elephant with paws.
All right, we got the outsides, and now we just have these few pieces left in the middle.
I was just looking. Do you think we should replace this outside rafter over here?
I
mean, except for this little, probably a little Elmer's right there.
You know what I bet would work really good?
Oh, looky there.
Some orange duct tape.
Orange duct tape for the win.
Oh, look, it doesn't even need it. It stayed. All right, y'all, and just like that, we have a sunroof.
We made pretty fast work making this into a convertible chicken pen. I really did want to make an attempt to save the few pieces of wood that was still in the roof system that was good, but by the time it would take me to try to save that wood and build around it, it just wasn't worth it for the 2 or 3 1x4s that were still in good shape. Because all the 2x4s had bad spots in them, and it's just a matter of time before the same thing happened to them as what happened to the broken one.
Yeah, and I think we actually had a few extra 1x4s laying around, so that worked out perfect.
So what you're saying is every time we do a job and I overestimate the material, that's a good thing.
No. If y'all saw how much spare lumber we have, not complaining. just stating a fact that it seems to be rather lump sum.
My theory is I'd rather buy a couple extra than make a whole trip to an hour to the lumberyard than an hour back home.
Okay, you got a point.
Okay.
I think we should just get a sawmill. For how many trees we have around here, if we just had a sawmill, the lumber's already here.
I don't know. I see a bunch of holes in that plan.
I just see one big one right now that we should probably start assessing and start building back.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added color.